Well, I just probably use it, so.
Okay. Money team has no money.
Residents here could see their property taxes hiked by anywhere from 9 to 20% because when everybody sits down at that bankruptcy table, they're going to have to give a little and go ahead and try and raise some money in addition to working out the numbers with their creditors.
So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. They start off well, so flamboyant with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. There's something special, at least in their minds they are.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is under criticism after several individuals, identified as employees, alleged they were not compensated for their work, leading to protests outside his gym. Reports indicate that staff at his training facility in Hollywood, Los Angeles, staged demonstrations, claiming they had not been paid for weeks. Those involved say the lack of timely wages has created financial difficulties, drawing broader public attention to the situation.
Well, I just probably use it, so.
Okay. The money team has no money.
Alright, money team has no money.
The money team.
Demonstrations were reported outside Mayweather Boxing and Fitness, where workers gathered to raise concerns about unpaid wages and what they described as challenging working conditions. Some said they had left other jobs to join the gym, only to experience irregular or delayed pay. The gym's general manager, Samria Balden, stated that the situation has had a significant impact on her personal life. Those involved also noted that employees are now looking into possible legal action, potentially seeking remedies under California labor laws.
Where I had to deal with unsurety. I had to deal with conflict with my now wife because of me not figuring out where I'm going to do, where am I going to get money from to pay my bills? Like, this is insanity, man. Like, we've had members come here and try to offer us we can help you out here, we can give you money, or people gave us Chick-fil-A cards so that we can try to eat food like this. Fairness is fair, man. You gotta pay what's due. This is about more than just pay at this point. It's come on.
You're good. Thank you.
How you doing? I'm Ayanda, community activist and a former trainer here at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Hollywood. We're out here today because we're spreading awareness around inhumane conditions that are taking place within a work.
Demonstrations reportedly took place outside Mayweather Boxing and Fitness, where workers gathered to voice concerns about unpaid wages and what they described as challenging working conditions. Some employees said they had left other opportunities to join the gym, only to encounter delayed or inconsistent pay. The facility's general manager, Samria Balden, noted that the situation has had a serious impact on her personal life. Those involved also indicated that employees are now exploring legal options, potentially seeking resolution under California labor laws.
My job is to help you. Yeah, I'm with Floyd, getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me, and we laughing, we kicking, and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
Widely recognized for his achievements in boxing and known by the nickname Money, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a public persona closely tied to wealth and luxury living. His image has long focused on financial success, high-end lifestyle, and business ventures more recently. However, emerging reports have brought attention to certain financial concerns, drawing a contrast between his lavish lifestyle and ongoing disputes. These developments have sparked discussion about how his public image aligns with the responsibilities and challenges now coming into view.
Imagine working for someone whose whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries. $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like what? Another deal he finalized with a 20 million property in Manhattan. financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles gym have sparked significant backlash. Employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between 100 to 200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now the LA gym facing closure. Employees are questioning whether Mayweather himself is aware of the
Known for his extravagant lifestyle, Floyd Mayweather Jr. expanded his real estate holdings with a reported purchase of a $30 million resort-style mansion. The property became part of a broad portfolio that already includes residences in Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami.at the same time. Ongoing discussions about financial disputes and unresolved obligations have created a noticeable contrast with his high-end spending. In October 2024, Mayweather stated that he had acquired a $42 million real estate portfolio consisting of more than 60 buildings in Upper Manhattan, accounting for over 1,000 affordable housing units across New York City. He explained that the deal was completed independently, without outside partners, and described it as a strategic move to grow his investment base throughout his career. Mayweather is estimated to have earned more than $1.1 billion, placing him among the highest-paid athletes in sports history prior to retiring from professional boxing in 2017. However, earlier reports suggested he owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which some believed influenced his return for additional high-profile bouts. Mayweather has consistently rejected claims of ongoing tax problems, stating that he paid $26 million to the IRS in 2015 and maintaining that certain reports about his finances have been inaccurate or misleading. He continues to assert that his financial position remains stable and that public narratives suggesting instability do not reflect the full picture. Despite continued reports pointing to major financial obligations, including a claimed $33 million matter involving Gervonta Davis and unresolved issues connected to business activities in Dubai, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has maintained a public image built around wealth and upscale spending. Even amid these claims, he had continued making high-profile purchases and pursuing business ventures, reinforcing the luxury-focused persona that has long defined his public identity.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest-earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
For a long time, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been associated with an ultra-luxurious way of life, frequently showcasing exotic vehicles, private aircraft, and multi-million-dollar residences. This emphasis on high-end assets has significantly shaped how he is perceived by the public.at the same time. Past reports have referenced notable tax-related obligations, including a reported $7.2 million balance from 2010 and a $22.2 million liability tied to 2015. Even with these claims, Mayweather has continued to spend heavily, fueling ongoing discussion about how such a lifestyle fits with managing large financial commitments. Some critics view this approach as prioritizing image and luxury, while supporters argue that his earnings and investments support his level of spending. Overall, the situation reflects a broader debate about the risks that can come with maintaining an extremely lavish lifestyle, while also handling significant financial responsibilities.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather, hashtag TB.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has frequently highlighted his financial achievements in public settings. At one point, he stated that he earns roughly $3 million per month, even suggesting that his monthly income surpasses that of Bill Gates. These claims have drawn notable skepticism. Financial experts and commentators have questioned their accuracy, pointing out the limited public information available about the structure of Mayweather's income. While the statements reinforce his well-known money image, analysts note that such comparisons are difficult to verify and may be exaggerated, especially when compared to the scale of global business earnings associated with Gates.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What, they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey, man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find it strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these...
Oscar de la Hoya, a former champion who later became promoter, has publicly raised questions about the reasoning behind some of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s headline-making returns to boxing. He suggested that these appearances were primarily influenced by financial gain, describing them as strategic efforts to secure large payouts. De La Hoya also referenced matchups involving Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor, stating that the main motivation behind those events was revenue rather than legacy. His comments have contributed to the ongoing discussion about Mayweather's choices following his retirement.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. We say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out, like whatever the tab is. You know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely known for his luxury spending, with one standout example being his reported $18 million Jacob & Company billionaire watch. The custom piece, set with hundreds of carats of emerald-cut diamonds, has become a defining symbol of the opulent image he has cultivated. Acquired in 2018, it is just one of many high-profile purchases linked to his lifestyle. Although Mayweather is believed to have earned hundreds of millions during his boxing career, he has also faced scrutiny over various financial controversies. Some reports have mentioned an alleged connection to a $42 million scam, while others have highlighted his spending habits, including claims that he purchased a $1 million ticket to the Super Bowl. These developments have continued to fuel discussion about how his significant earnings align with the potential risks of maintaining such an extravagant standard of living.
Brother says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8.5" and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that if he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Despite continued reports of major financial obligations, including significant tax-related debts, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has kept putting his wealth on display. He has reportedly expanded a collection of private jets and frequently shares snapshots of his high-end lifestyle across social media. Some critics believe these public displays of spending point to a preference for luxury over addressing financial responsibilities, raising questions about how sustainable such habits may be given the obligations that have been reported.
Wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds, call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants?
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
once
broke?
again? Come on, fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old. Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you see.
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd
Mayweather Jr. often gives followers a glimpse of his private jet through social media, highlighting its upscale interior. The aircraft features a spacious cabin with high-end seating and refined amenities that resemble a luxury lounge more than a typical layplane, reflecting his well-known taste for an extravagant lifestyle.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ. That's how we doing. That is sick, dude.
You gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
Money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one. I love that.
Part of his focus on long-term financial stability, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has consistently emphasized the value of investments that generate ongoing income. He once said, "Money doesn't make me, I make money," underscoring his belief that wealth should be used to create additional opportunities rather than serving as a final goal. However, this strategy has often been overshadowed by continued concerns surrounding tax matters and other financial obligations. While Mayweather has pursued ventures such as real estate, including partnerships with firms like SL Green Realty Corporation, some observers still question whether these efforts are enough to guarantee long-term financial security.
Your news? Hey there, money moves enthusiasts. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's wild ride in the world of wealth. 1 minute. We're hearing about financial troubles. The next, he's dropping $402 million on Manhattan real estate. But hold up, plot twist. Now his LA gym employees are protesting, claiming they haven't been paid. Is the money team really out of money? Meanwhile, Mayweather's still flexing, snagging a $20 million property in Midtown. What's the real story here? Is he a real estate mogul or facing a cash crunch? And the biggest question, does Floyd even know what's happening at his gym? This financial roller coaster is giving us whiplash. What do you think is really going on with Mayweather's millions? Drop your theories in the comments.
Eddie Hearn has offered his view on the finances of Floyd Mayweather Jr., suggesting that despite generating enormous earnings throughout his career, the fighter could be experiencing financial strain. He pointed to Mayweather's high-end lifestyle, including costly purchases and prominent displays of wealth, as a potential factor behind that pressure. Hearn also noted that a mix of ongoing heavy spending and reported debts may create challenges for long-term stability, highlighting how even one of boxing's top earners can face difficulties maintaining such a high-profile standard of living.